Welcome, mujeres, divine feminines, brujas, brujex, curanderas, curandex, spiritual, beautiful people, goddesses, diosas, those that love anything and everything esoteric, the ones that love to question shit, especially in the world that we live in. Y'all know we live in this very patriarchal world, consumed with the spirit of the patriarchy, which is something I'll probably cover on a future episode, I'm sure. Because if you have followed me over from Instagram, from Threads, TikTok, you already know that's something I talk about a lot, right? You've stepped into the bloodline voice. My voice is channeled from my ancestors, but also the ancestors who have been on this planet way longer than than our blood ancestors, right? This is deep rooted. It's coming from a dark feminine sacral space, like a sacred space. So you've stepped into the bloodline voice. It's a dark feminine altar where the forgotten words, the forgotten voices of our abuelitas, of the women before our abuelitas, came from the womb, and we're going to rise through the throat. My name is Elena. I am a bruja. In remembrance, I love curandismo. I am a healer, but I resonate more with being a curandera. I am still learning what that is. I am forever respecting the journey and what I learn, and seeking to find elders that I can connect with and really just get in deep in with curandismo. I'm forever walking the decolonization path, and I feel that that's something that's going to be forever for me. So if that's something you're into, I really feel you should stick around. Now, I'm not claiming to be anyone perfect or to know everything. A lot of my wisdom comes channeled, especially since I am a womb worker. It comes from a very deep womb-coded place. I do claim the right to keep learning and to keep unlearning and relearning the medicina that my sangre, my blood, remembers. So in this sacred space of my podcast, we descend into the shadow, into the bone, and the root. I'm here to expose the lies of the patriarchy and colonization that is carved into our bodies. I want to bring more awareness into our life, like more awareness of our bodies, and that we're more than just a walking pile of organs, okay? We're more than just science. There's energetics and spirituality woven into our body, and I really want to start channeling that wisdom and bringing it forward, just to get our third eyes open, get us thinking, get us questioning. We reclaim the sacred rage, the sensual fire that builds within us, that intuitive knowing the world told us to silence. Fuck all that. We're reclaiming. We, as indigenous people to this planet, that is our birthright. So every episode is a ritual of return to your voice, to your identity, to your power, to your truth, to the safety your ancestors prayed for you. So gather your favorite drink, get your tea, get a journal, because you're going to need some notes. You're going to take some notes. Get a rose if you want to, something to cleanse yourself. Sweep over your energy and clear it out. Breathe, because the bloodline's here, and the bloodline is speaking, and we are going to let her be heard. So, welcome. Thank you. I'm honestly really honored that you have decided to follow me over from wherever you followed me over. You already know it's spirit-led. This shit was not by accident. This shit's always spirit-led, ancestral-led, your higher self-led, right? So thank you. And, this is a safe space. Always going to be. I A little bit about me. I live in California. I'm on the West Coast. I am a mother. I am an animal mother. I am constantly feeling like I'm on this rebirth path. I feel that my wounds are for a reason. And as I learn and understand my wounds, I want to help others through the pain that I've gone through, because I just can't imagine thinking someone else could be going through what I've gone through. And maybe one episode might just help someone feel better, or might just help someone get the clarity, or might help someone get answers, whatever. I want to be spirit led. I want to set the intention that every single episode will reach whoever it needs to reach, for the mujer who needs to hear what she needs to hear, right? I have studied in Reiki. I have gotten my Reiki master certificate. I don't like the name master. I just and as a decolonial person, I just am kind of walking away towards learning or wanting to practice Reiki. Since I started learning healing modalities, my higher self has kind of always led me to do things my own way and be very intuitive and tap into my energy, meditate, get in that trance, and connect with my spirit guides, connect with my higher self, know who my ancestors are, the ancestors of this planet, and let them lead. Retrieve la medicina that my ancestors have left for me so that I can bring it back to earth. So I really feel my medicina, like my healing modality, is very earth-based. I call in the earth all the time. I love calling in the spirit animals, las plantas, the clouds, the sky, water spirit, air spirit, fire spirit, earth. Like I call it all in. The soil, the rivers, the lakes, the trees, the mountains, the flowers, the insects. We're calling all of our ancestors in when I heal. And so I really am finding a way to kind of talk about my healing modality, because it's very earth-based. I feel like it's rooted in earth. And I was, journaling on names for my healing modality, and my spirit guide said sana sana, and I kept hearing sana sana colita de rana, how your grandma or your tias would sing that to you, or your mom when you would fall and get hurt. Sana sana colita de rana, si no sanará ahora, sanaré mañana. I think that's what it is. Don't heal today, you'll heal tomorrow. And I'm thinking, what if I just call my practice sana sana sacred healing, sacred self-healing? I really am on this mission to teach people that want to learn how to self-heal with the energy around us, with the earth energy and our own divine energy within. Working with our own divine energy within and being able to self-heal is our birthright. And I would love for people to feel comfortable and confident in that. I also have been reading tarot now for I think about 7 or 8 years consistently. I have a course that I'm going to be launching with my girl Susie at Susie's Enchanted Crossroads. We want to do a one-on-one 101 tarot course, but we want to do live classes. They're going to be pre-recorded, but we really love that one-on-one teaching style, where we can just have a live classroom, have people ready to learn, ask questions, and then we'll record it for those that can't make it live, or pre-recorded classes are their thing. But I want it to be not like these are the keywords and this is how I'm going to teach you to memorize. No, I really want people to be comfortable with their spiritual gifts that they came here with, to develop them, to hone in on them. We are definitely wanting people to discover their inner oracle with this class. I am a womb worker. I mentioned that earlier, meaning I am tapped into my womb. I feel it is a divine feminine's her blueprint, is where she finds her blueprint. It is her spark, her life, where she is going to get her codes to navigate her world, to reclaim her power, her medicina, and birth it to life. It is more than just making babies and organs. And I'm very on that journey and path to kind of teach how the body is more than science. And so womb work and womb healing is definitely something that I will have many episodes about for sure. I want to talk about how to navigate in this colonialized patriarchal world. How Western medicine may not be for everyone, especially things like birth control. Now, I know that's a touchy subject, but I love addressing the big elephant in the room. We got to do that type of shit. I want to talk about the sisterhood wound, especially healing that through womb work, motherhood wound, fatherhood wound, mal ojo, and like how beauty and envy and all of that can really be a thing, and just how a bruja, a woman, a divine feminine should take some protection codes for herself. The power of just saying a no, that sacred no, especially with your parents if you're still living with them. I would know, you know. Just being a Latina woman, it can be very hard growing up in this Latina, in the Latino culture, being told you're lazy when in reality you're not lazy. You're just disconnected from earth, disconnected from spirituality, disconnected from your womb, from your creativity. There's so many things that I would love to bring awareness to, and just bring divine feminine empowerment. That's something really big. Shadow work, curandismo, earth medicine, talking about my Central American lineage, soul sickness, capitalists and trauma, reclaiming our sexuality and getting our creative fire back, breaking free from just so many patriarchal fucking programming in our family wounds, and identifying the root causes of things so that we can pull it out or maybe nourish the root. I want to get to it all. And it's going to be very intuitive, I feel these episodes are going to be spirit-led, and I'm definitely going to pay attention to what you all in the community want, for sure. I definitely want to be open to theme suggestions and episode suggestions and things like that. So I'm really, really, really excited to get my voice back on here. This isn't the first time I have been on a podcast. So I'm really, really excited to be able to share my wisdom and collaborate with other beautiful souls. So it's not just me you're going to hear. I definitely am planning to invite other beautiful people that I know who are going to bring their boss ass wisdom that we need to hear as well. So like I said, be prepared. Grab your favorite drinks for the next episode with your journals. I'm even thinking of pulling some cards in some of this episode and doing some energy readings. But thank you for finding me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me. And we are going to talk some shit and dig deep on the next episode. Until then, take good care of your energy, your boundaries, and we'll see you soon. Bye.